our tour begins. So the children introduce themselves to Wonka, and he honestly can't be bothered to care about them, which makes no damn sense, because why in the fuck did you open your factory to children in the first fucking place? And he just disses the children to their faces, including Charlie. And we also get the beginning of the unfortunate subplot in this movie, but trust me, I'll get into that when we get there. So instead of the warped and insane magic of walking through a small door and coming out normal on the other side like in the original, we get a little keyhole to a big door and we see Wonka's Candyland. And I gotta say, despite the look of it, it didn't quite get the treatment of Wonka's original Candyland. It's a place where even the parents feel like children, only magnified by Gene Wilder singing. Let's watch.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world. There's nothing to it.
Hurry up, Violet. This way, Grandpa.
No life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there you'll be free if you truly wish to be. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world. There's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with your imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be.
Look at the parents just scrambling after that candy. Even the rich girl is getting down and dirty. And Violet's dad with that licorice just makes me laugh because that's what I'd go after. Well, that and those gummy bears and gumballs and damn it. You know what? I'm gonna go get some lemon head chewies. I'll be right back. Saying this scene is just fun. It's lighthearted and jolly, and there is no way you can watch the scene without feeling like a kid and wanting some candy. In the remake, this is lost by Wonka playing tour guide. None of the children go nuts except for Augustus. And when he invites everyone to partake of his Candyland, they just look at him as if he said he's a pedophile or something.
Enjoy.
Wonka tells them to enjoy the candy around them, and again, I must return back to the original. Look how much Wonka implied in this scene. Without even saying anything, he gives them the go-ahead to have at it simply with a bow and a flick of the cane. This Wonka has to encourage children to eat candy. That is how absolutely mind-bogglingly pathetic this Wonka is. Oh yeah, and by the way, what the f*** is that goo? That doesn't look like candy, that looks like the Thing. I mean, he's got goo all over his shoes and socks. I mean, I hate wet socks. I can't imagine what gooey socks would feel like. And we get this scene.
Why hold on to it? Why not start a new piece?
Because then I wouldn't be a champion. I'd be a loser, like you.
You're damn right, because winners hold on to their bubble gum. Or do massive amounts of cocaine and bang porn stars.
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll.
I know, it's way too obvious, but it was just so good I had to use it. Like your mother. Oh!
Daddy, look over there. What is it? It's a little person.
Oh no.
A waterfall. There's 2 of them.
There's more than 2.
No, don't tell me, please.
Where do they come from?
Who are they?
That's not what I think it is it? Please don't tell me.
Of course they're real people. They're Oompa Loompas.
Have you felt like this? Hi, I'm Hugo Strange, and if you felt like this, then you know what this is. This is the sound of your childhood dying, one shitty remake at a time. I believe if we band together and stop watching shitty remakes of movies we loved as children, we can stop this from happening. I'm Hugo Strange, and to quote Willy Wonka himself, if you want to change the world, there's nothing to it. Yes, unfortunately, these things are the Oompa Loompas of this movie. Sadly, once again, this is a direct translation of the book. The original Oompa Loompas we love from the original movie, barring a co-worker of mine who's scared to death of them, weren't actually how they were depicted in the book. In the book, the Oompa Loompas are still small in size but resemble African pygmies. They changed that in the original movie as to not offend anyone, and given the fact that the movie came out in the 1970s, a bunch of black midgets working for a white man in his factory for no money would have pissed people off. Anyways, all the backstory here that Wonka gives on the Oompa Loompas is present in the book. However, I really have to question the writer's choice of actually showing Loompa Land. As a kid, I had this image of a weird and fantastical place, not some boring generic-ass jungle. You see, in the original, we got all that we needed to know about them. They come from a horrible place called Loompa Land, and Willie saved them from the monsters that roam the land by inviting them to live in his factory. I always assumed that the Oompa Loompas were working for Willy Wonka as a sign of gratitude. Not because they're mindless cocoa bean worshippers. Ah! Ugh. It goes on. And Augustus falls into the chocolate stream and...
Well, I believe they're going to treat us to a little song. It is quite a special occasion, of course. They haven't had a fresh audience in many a moon.
Augustus Gloop, the great bakery in nincompoop.
No!
What happened?
Ogu. Ogu, it was terrible. I had this dream that there was this awful remake of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and there were these Oompa Loompas, but they weren't the Oompa Loompas, and they were singing the songs, but it wasn't the Oompa Loompa songs. It was this modern, snazzy version of it, and it sucked, and it was terrible.
Wow, that really sucks, but I gotta tell you something that's really gonna piss you off.
What is it?
I mean, it's really gonna suck.
What is it?
I mean, it's really gonna make you feel awful.
What is it?
Well, this is actually a dream, and that Willy Wonka remake is real. You blacked out in the middle of your review from screaming too much.
Is Pressure 4-5 still a band?
No, I'm sorry, they broke up.
No! I guess I gotta finish reviewing this thing, don't I? If I had to pick one thing out of this entire movie to change, it would be the Oompa Loompas. They got completely raped in this movie. And I'm talking about soap drop raped.
Soap drop, nigga.
You see, the charm about the original Oompa Loompas was that their songs were catchy, simple, and relevant to the situation, as well as the course of action that should have been taken to avoid the situation. In here, I can barely understand what they're saying! Oh, and the fact that Danny Elfman is responsible for this just pisses me off even more. Danny Elfman has given us some amazingly catchy tunes. The Simpsons theme, the Tales from the Crypt theme, the Batman the Animated Series theme, the Beetlejuice theme. I mean, in the list of greatest film composers ever, he's right up there with John Williams and Hans Zimmer. There should be no reason why these Oompa Loompa songs make me want to turn this movie off and drown myself in a pool of my own blood after having torn my guts open by committing harakiri. And I'm not kidding! I mean, throw us a bone here. They at least could have remixed the original songs. It might have sucked, but at least we could have all sang along. This shit is just awful. And why in the fuck are they swimming in the chocolate? Yeah, that's exactly what I like going on in a chocolate factory. Fucking midgets synchronized swimming in the fucking chocolate.